Hello and welcome to the VR Master League. Today with Onward we're having the Unit versus Big Red 1. This is the first match that has been played this season. And the first one that has been casted, it's the Unit versus Big Red 1. I have a feeling these will be some interesting games. I have a feeling the Unit's going to pull through, but I think most people here know how cloudy my crystal ball can be. So it's probably best to bet on Big Red 1 just out of spite of my predictions. But we're going to be bringing up the bands in just a minute. Alright, so the maps here today, we have first Suburbia as the first map picked by the Big Red 1. And for the bands, we have Cargo from, I believe, also, not Big Red 1, from the Unit. And from the other team, Big Red 1, we have Tanker, I believe. Let's just double check this. Downfall, there you go. So we have a Suburbia pick with Downfall and Cargo as banned maps. Kind of a standard bands here. Downfall, not many people are a fan of the large maps, especially the less experienced teams that are maybe not as coordinated as the higher teams. But Cargo, a lot of teams have been banning it lately, most likely because it's kind of a spooky new map. Lots of new tactics that people haven't really had the time to adjust to or formulate counter tactics to. And also it's a small map and it can be rough for any teams that are not particularly well versed in small maps. But anyway, let's hop into the next screen. Unfortunately, the team rankings are currently not working. That'll be fixed for the next cast. Just didn't have much prep time today. Seems Big Red 1's logo is slightly broken there. I'm unsure as to why, but that should be a relatively easy fix at a later date. I figured out why it was broken and there you go, nice and fixed. But anyway, it seems that all members are in the lobby and ready now, so we should be hopping in very soon. And I'll bring you into the match when that is the case. If there are any technical issues during this cast, just please excuse them, as it is the first cast of the season. It's bound to be some technical issues, especially since they're going to be starting right now. So let's hop into the gameplay now. Ooh, there we go. I forgot to add a window capture for Onward. Let's just do this very quickly. There you go. Technical issues, what did I say? But anyway, today we have, of course, Big Red 1 on the offense. It's going to be a burning objective, quite a rough objective to start off with. It can cause some serious issues for the Volk team. Oh, fancy new setup there if you just caught that. I haven't had much time to advance, but interestingly, we already have a nade coming out, downing V Wolf. Pretty long nade from Moxam here, just by the sandbags. I'm expecting a counter nade at any moment here. This is a relatively common position. Let's just hope there's no issues arising for old Moxam here. And there's the game audio for you. I won't forget, don't worry. A legless chicken under that APC there could be a bit of a threat for Ben Voltrex here. I'm going to call him Ben, but the team kill comes out to sideways. Low Miyagi, that is disappointing. But me sideways is going to be calling that out, and they're going to be relatively pensive. Another res coming out, and another nade on towards the objective, takes down Nick. Going to be a revive coming out though. Moxam picking him up. Probably might be able to catch him as he moves back, but no, just a little bit too late. Got Dar coming out as he peeks his head over. Daniel's actually managed to advance inside the house here. And Legless might be able to catch Daniel as he rushes in here. Never mind, V-Wolf takes him down. Also shots coming out from Moxam, takes down Robbie behind the Humvee. And more shots take out Bit from Rex. Low Miyagi from the two-story. Not kind of sure what kind of angle he had there, but he certainly had one.
I'm gonna go for the res.
And it looks like Moxam is going for the res on the somebody. Maybe they think Legless Chicken is still alive. That is unbelievable. But he's rushing straight in, takes down V-Wolf, but gets refragged by Daniel. It's just Nightmare Luna and another member of Big Red 1 by the center, Daniel. Everyone else is already completely and utterly collapsed. The house push kind of just demolished by the unit. Nightmare Luna, interestingly, is running an SKS on a rather small map such as Downfall. Especially with the red dot, that's interesting. I know James would be very happy to see him using an SKS.
Haben wir schon irgendwelche gekillt?
See them speaking German, as Big Red 1 is almost a completely German team. Rodeno still kind of just skirting around this first floor. Kind of spooked by me sideways, who is down. They just haven't realised it yet. Wow, perfect shots from Nightmare Luna. Take down Nick on the objective. Looks like Nightmare Luna might actually be going for the cap there. You saw him actually kind of just mess with his tablet a bit there, checking the code. There's going to be a threat of Low Miyagi at the gardens there. If he throws an aid onto objective, it's goodbye to Nightmare Luna. Still, this is a really bad position for Low Miyagi to be in. One guy at the center house will catch him if he crosses over towards the objective, and Nightmare Luna could cap here. If he just rushes straight in, maybe throws a smoke onto the tank. It's very bad news for the unit. Could in theory see Nightmare Luna's feet under the Humvee there, but it'll be a very tight fit for him. He kind of dancing over his friend's corpse on the floor. Very disrespectful to his teammates. 1 minute 45 left on the clock. Big Red 1 needs to do something. I can't believe he can't see his feet just under the Humvee. Low Miyagi, please. Got to catch it eventually, and Big Red 1 are still being exceptionally slow. What is going on? Nightmare Luna has still not caught him, but shots are coming out onto Low Miyagi from Daniel. Here comes Low Miyagi peeking it. Nightmare Luna hasn't caught him. He just lets him pass while he's trying to go for the cap. No. Nightmare Luna does eventually finish off Low Miyagi, but not without giving people a heart attack first. That first round is going to go to Big Red 1. Kind of expected with this kind of objective, but it is what it is. go. Just got to very quickly select the map again. Sorry, it's been a while since I've used the setup. There we go. It's all sorted in the end. Moxam only managing to pick up 2 kills that round. He was the rather staunch defender of the kind of burning building by the objective, managing to pick 2 people, but it wasn't really enough. He was eventually picked by Nightmare Luna in that little kind of v2 objective sightline. I would have a replay for it, but unfortunately it's slightly broken. I'm not sure why. I still haven't got it fixed ever since last season. I've been meaning to, but looks like the teams are using full advantage of their kind of a 2-minute timer before the match starts. There we go, that's the wrong screen. There you go. Round should be starting in 30 seconds. They're going to be starting very, very soon, as the 2-minute timer is now properly enforced. And here we go, hopping into the round now. Take a look at what Big Red 1 is thinking.
Ja.
Einfach immer bloß Kopf hoch, Kopf runter, dann können die nicht auf dich schießen.
If you can speak German, I'd like a translation. Unfortunately, I cannot. Looks like the unit here is going in a standard kind of 2-2-1 formation. 2 down the middle, 2 down the left, and 1 down the right. Pretty standard for this kind of defense, this kind of offense rather, especially on this objective. Moxam's going to be a little bit of a dirty bush peeker, looking for anyone sitting by those sandbags that dares peek over. It looks like we won't be seeing too much action for at least a little bit. People are holding rather conservative angles, except for V-Wolf, who's quite aggressively holding this straight down the middle of the map over towards where Moxam is kind of pacing about behind that bush. Oh yeah, if there are any issues, please do alert me so I can very quickly on the fly fix them. Still, the unit playing surprisingly passively here. They are a mix of Australian and European players. I believe 2 are from the UK, 2 from Australia, and 1 from France, though I may be missing out on a member or 2. They are getting nades and smokes popping over this lane 4 now. 1 actually down. Robbie is downed on that objective. That is pretty rough for the unit already, or rather Big Red 1. Lots of suppressive fire coming out of that corner from Bitroll Rex. I'm just going to call him Binroll. Calling out for people to come towards the objective. There is a lot of smoke on it. This is extremely dangerous. Here comes Sideways taking out Daniel rather. Sideways takes down Daniel. Robbie is still down objective. V-Wolf also picked. Moxam is on the objective going for the cap. This may be completely and utterly uncontested. They will have no time. Robbie's calling out, but it's not enough. Binvolt comes out. It is actually enough, and he gets taken down. 1 peeks round. Low Miyagi takes down Luna. But Binvolt's going for that flank around. Might be able to take down 2. Nick is going for the flank. I have no idea what happened there, but he just kind of stood there.
My screaming black. Oh my god.
Binvolt just stood there staring at him, completely oblivious to the dangers which he presented. And they just kind of stared at each other. They had a nice kind of friendly handshake, trying to knife each other. And then eventually Nick does spin around and take down Binvolt. What happened there? I'd like to know. Please tell me. I may hop into team comms after the match just to see what the hell went on there. But anyway, let's talk about the history of the unit here. Formed from the ashes of Pack 1, they were quite a formidable team. They had some very experienced players, quite dangerous on the offense, though on the defense they faltered a little bit, which is typically a thing that happens with newer teams. Though they may be strong on the offense, on the defense they kind of crumble a little bit. Though sometimes it's the reverse. After splitting off from Pack 1, they formed their own team, the unit, and I have a feeling they're going to be doing pretty well. I am amazed they can play together with these Australian players. Time zones are not very kind, so I imagine Moxam and me Sideways, the 2 Australian players, maybe 3 with Legless, they are rather unfortunate, I think, to play at these kind of times. Oh, it's going to be an inside house with a garage objective. My camera is very unwieldy. So far, looks like maybe 2 taking the second story of spawn house. Yeah. Other 3 kind of fanning out around the center house and the lane 1 left side. Nick holding a pretty aggressive angle, not much covering. Might be able to catch 2 though. If he's lucky, takes down 1. Tries to take down another. Shots are missing though. Lots of fire coming out. Lomiyagi also takes down Binvo on that lane for 1. Very nice long shot, and here goes Nick in for the kill. Finishes off Daniel, then gets refragged by V Wolf. That leaves only 3 members of Big Red 1 remaining. Lightmare, Luna and Robbie. The only 2 left on this lane 4. V Wolf has got to be kind of scared, considering he's already lost 2 of his teammates in the space of about 20 seconds. Vol's going to be probing this just a little bit. He's scared, but that's not going to deter him. Holding his angles nice and tight. Being nice and slow and silent. Being very passive with it. Might be able to maybe steal a few nades. There is one right there. The use of nades off corpses is something introduced in the 1.2 patch. I highly recommend it. It is extremely useful, especially if you're the last man alive. That amount of firepower can really psych out the enemy team. He's sideways, just going to be looking for any picks he can kind of see from the 2-story here. Might be able to catch Luna and Robbie, especially Robbie if he's going to be proning into the playground here. Normally people place 2 people in the 2-story, so they might be kind of not expecting it. Do have actually moved Moxam down from the 2-story to the 1st. A relatively common move. Most people are going to be doing that kind of composition, but V-Wolf's going to be sneaking up the center house. He did spot Moxam just coming out, unable to hear anything, but he is tagged, injured. V-Wolf has got to be careful now. Legless and also the member of unit, Lomiyagi, inside the center house. They're going to know he's there. They're going to be waiting for him, and he has no syringe anymore. Seeing Moxam's head just barely. Miyagi, you've got to rush down and take this guy down. V-Wolf almost getting tagged by Moxam. This is close. There we go, Miyagi has moved down to the 1st floor. V-Wolf is looking out. V-Wolf is a newer player on Big Red 1, which is possibly causing some of these issues. 1 taken down. Nightmare Luna hits the dust. Miyagi on the hard flank. Hopefully not going to get team killed from the 2-story. Oh, he has surrendered the center house. He will be able to take down Robbie here, as long as Robbie is not paying too much attention. There goes Robbie. He's all up to that V-Wolf now in the center house. There he goes, killed. Unfortunate. It seems that the unit is having, not the unit, Big Red 1 is having some issues dealing with these flankers. Flankers are relatively rare in the EU League, it feels like, but you've got to expect some of them. Especially with V-Wolf, who literally let the opposing member of the team, Miyagi, move straight down the stairs and just go ahead and take down Robbie. It's rather interesting to see the fact that they aren't expecting these flanks. There is a little bit of a issue of them being such a new team that though they did come from Pack 1, there are not many kind of videos of them in action. There is a few. One was an ESL cast about a month ago, I believe, and some others that were casted by the VR Master League. Slightly less recently, maybe about a month and a half ago, maybe a month and a few days. Check the VR Master League website, it's got all the info, I can't memorize it all. Be interesting to see how they play out the offense here. The unit has to attack that garage objective, which I believe they may have some issues with. It is always kind of a rough objective to hold. Take a look at what Big Red One's going to be doing here. I have a feeling that they are going to be fanning out. Maybe leaving 2 in the spawn house rather. Or not, is maybe that going to be 3 in the spawn house? They're going to be taking the defense position and the spawn house. Rather risky considering their lane 1 is mighty exposed. Daniel does have potential to take down Moxham here though. I'm going to be playing it passive instead. These rounds are having a tendency to kind of start off quite slow but move very quickly once the action starts happening. B Wolf watching this angle very diligently. We've seen him doing it just earlier, and if Nix peeks this, he's going to be in big trouble rather. Decides against it just the last moment. Hopefully he is aware that this is a very dangerous angle to peek. Or not, it looks like he's going to do it. Shots are coming out, but never mind. Nightmare Luna gets him from the spawn house. That 2-story position can be extremely powerful. Lots of confirmation shots coming out. Lone Miyagi's going to be hunting for the member at the tank and also in the spawn house that took down his comrade. He says looking for anyone pushing up this side, but it's not going to happen. They're playing quite defensively. But there are starting to be nades thrown by Legless Chicken over towards tank. Not really enough though. They need to get some slightly more angle towards the left or in the garden where they can actually do any damage. Here goes Legless, starting to move about this center house. He's going to be a little bit wary of Nightmare Loon in that 2-story though. And he's got to be expecting Daniel inside this 2-stories, but is he going to expect him to be in this exact position? Most people are going to hold that corner there, or that doorway there. Me sideways taken down. Looks like Robbie did actually peek out. Yes, if Me sideways had kept that angle, maybe he'd be able to catch him peeking around, but unfortunately not. Here goes Low Miyagi. Robbie just ducks in at the right time. More shots coming out. Daniel managed to take down Legless Chicken on the lane 4. Low Miyagi peeks us. There you go. Low Miyagi takes down Robbie. They get refragged by Vi Wolf. It is all up to Moxham now. Moxham's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. He has 3 minutes remaining, but it is a 1v4. I don't believe he can pull it off, though he is a good player. It will be a mighty uphill battle if he can. Here come the smokes. Like it's just a distraction smoke, though. It's not actually serving any purpose, that I can see at least. I think there's going to be a big issue for him. The objective is not clear. That the lane 4 is mostly clear. Daniel is going to be a huge threat if he tries to push through any side that's not lane 4. He goes now though. Trying to peek this. Daniel is going to take him down though the second he peeks around here. Daniel does tag him and he's going to call it out as well. They're going to be fully aware of Moxon's location. Yeah, there are nades coming out centre house as well. I heard a little bit of a clank, but I'm not really sure if it was. Invol is also looking for Moxon. If he peeks around here, there he goes. And then never mind, it's Nightmare Luna from the 2-story that tags him instead. Though Binvol did also try. Right. This is going to make it a 2-2. I expected it to be more one-sided than this. I know Big Red 1 has been practicing a lot more lately. They've even added some clan tags of their own, and though they have been just having fun and playing for the sake of playing for the last couple of seasons, because they did come in at season 3 in a very new team. They have not put in really any practice until now, it seems, because they are relatively coordinated and doing pretty well this time. Having some replays would be mighty beneficial here, but I do not have any, as the replay buffer is broken, as I said earlier. But luckily these teams are very, very nice with their time management, and they are going to be going straight in, no delays.
Yeah, let's take this now. Let's not lose any more maps. Let's do some rounds of Let's go.
But the unit doesn't really want to lose any more rounds. They're going to be trying to win this right here, right now, but they are worryingly silent. I wonder if they're being a little bit emotionally crushed by this. Most teams are a bit more communicative. One thing I'd like to see here is a forward rush here. 3 members already going straight through. Daniel ducking into the behind the fence. This is unexpectedly aggressive. Shots coming out from Binvol Rex there, over towards Daniel. Miyagi rather. Lots of German callouts. V-Wall taken down by Moxon. Very unfortunate picking that corner, but refrag comes out. Daniel is doing the work. There is me sideways to be worried about. More shots coming out over towards Miyagi. He's down. This is an excellent time for Daniel to rush up. There he goes, rushing up. Nice to take down Nick. Only downed actually. He's not finished him off. Well, they have cleared the centre house excellently. Miyagi should not have peeked around that corner in the window. Just a bad idea. The house has been very much lost, Miyagi. You're going to be finished off imminently. Douglas is watching this angle. This could be a bit of an issue for Daniel if he doesn't keep low. He's sideways also looking around. Peeking through that doorway a little bit. And there he goes. Here comes the knife. I'll finish him off. What is going on here? There we go. Very neat and tidy execution. Giving just me sideways and legless chicken to defend this objective. They're actually in incredibly bad position to defend this objective. I just realised this. What in the world are they doing? Legless chicken taken down just below Miyagi. A cap is possible here for Big Red 1. Here goes Binvol right into the garage. What is he doing? They can just cap it. Please move up towards the objective. Maybe they believe it's a different objective. What is going on? Robbie, Luna, Daniel, please push up. I beg of you. Sorry, is playing so aggressive, but looks like we are finally getting some smokes on the objective and possibly a push. And here goes Binvol. For some reason I'm unable to swap to him, and he does get taken down by me sideways. And me sideways is starting to rush out. Shots going over towards centre house, missing everything. And there is a cap coming out from Robbie. This is going to be a 4-2. Big Red 1 taking Suburbia in a rather unexpected turn of events. That flash is blinded Robbie. He cannot input the code anymore. If me sideways just peeks this, he could in fact stop the cap, and no, it's too late. But the cap is ruined by Daniel. Robbie is just seconds away. extreme German anger right there, folks. Again, one could have walked away with the map win there, because Sideways was completely unaware of the fact that you could cap behind the tank, it seems. So the fact that they didn't actually pull that off is rather worrying for the potential future of the unit here. They're going to be doing some scrims for some more scrims lately, that's for sure. Still, the fact that Big Red One not pulled that off cap, it still got me kind of tickled in a bad way. Daniel picking up a 6 and 2. 6 kills, 2 deaths. That is very impressive. Especially against a team with such experienced players as the unit. What worries me is the fact that unit, they're just not really coordinated at all. I think they're going to be somewhat angry with the fact that they're losing this many rounds, especially against a team that in the past was deemed as rather inexperienced. Though they were around in Season 3, they never really improved much. Seems that it's very much taken a turn for the different. Big Red 1 manages to pick up this match. That will be their first league win in quite a long time. Here they go into the game now. Of course, it's going to be another tank objective as always. Go take a look at what unit's thinking. Seem rather angry, but they are calling for a cap with a tank objective. That is very much possible, but they will need to take out every defender on the other side of the South Street. Surprisingly not seeing any pre-fire coming out from Big Red 1. That is quite a common pre-fire angle, but nothing. Rather passive still on both sides, not really anything happening. Just the Nick sideways and also Low Miyagi peeking around this lane 4. All of defense just holding tight angles, not really peeking much except for Wolf. He's being rather risky. Also Binvo. That fence is incredibly common as a pre-fire position. So we could be possibly seeing Nick get picked here if he peeks this angle yet again. Hopefully he has learned from his past mistakes though. We are starting to get a push up lane 1 now. Moxam is doing a standard push, it seems. He did this just a few rounds ago. But there is going to be a threat of Nightmare Luna, who is an absolute sharpshooter with his SKS, it seems. Peeks out a little bit more, but he could actually catch Binvol. Moxam does catch Binvol. That is an incredible angle I've never thought of before. That's impressive. Nightmare Luna's going to be watching out. Shots coming out. Looks like Low Miyagi tagged by Robbie as he pushed around that corner yet again. That is working so much for him. But here goes the Nick now. Here goes Robbie again, peeking out. Might take down Nick, but no, he peeks it just the one time. And does get taken down. He rushes back to position. Not a very good move. And a team kill comes out from sideways onto Nick. But this push is relatively solid so far. Another one also downed at the tank. Legless Chicken also takes down Daniel. Raiding with Moxham though, he is resable. It's all up to Nightmare Luna now, who's in a very bad position. They could actually get a cap here, they just need to hurry up and move quick. Strange smoke. Nightmare Luna has now twigged that he's the last member standing, and he's going to be trying to maybe get the res on V-Wolf and desperately try and defend this objective, as they know their cap will be detrimental as they will lose the map. But they do get the res onto Moxham. Legless Chicken managing to pull that off. Nightmare Luna now stuck in a 1v3 situation. Still no push from the unit here. Coming down that lane, they could get him. But no, they're going to get this kill instead and wrap it up to a 3-3. But Cat was entirely possible for them. They decided to give it up. This is the linchpin round now for the unit. If they want to try and pull back, make sure they don't have to pull this to a 3-3, assuming they win the second map, that is. They need to solidify their defense a little bit. A little bit more aggressive. They've been doing well with their flankers, I'd say. They need to put some more flankers out, try and catch Big Red 1, and hope to God that they aren't going to be starting to watch out for flankers in the following maps. And yes, to answer your question, what was your name? Wanted Folly, yes. The matches are only on this Twitch channel if they are listed on the website as having a caster, for example, Nightfire or Buxton Sleepy, Lonely Viper, all of those guys. See what the unit's thinking. I imagine they'd be relatively angry. Just called out for a cat, but they've completely whiffed it.
Yeah, we can't.
Look at your guns floating in the middle of nowhere, mate. I can see your guns floating in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it looks like it from that side.
It's about 2 foot in front of you.
Interesting. It seems that the Spirit hasn't been hurt too badly, at least between No Miyagi and Nick. Nick's going to hold this angle again. He fails to shoot Daniel and Vi Wolf. What is going on? He goes for the Makarov instead. Starting to rush round. Takes down one. Gets refragged though. The Makarov managing to pick one before the refrag comes. What is going on?
Haus oben rechts wieder. Mittelhaus oben rechts.
German calls from Binvol. Probably expect Legless Chicken to be under that APC again. He was there in the previous round, so he should hopefully realise. But if not, he's going to be in a bad way. Perfect angle. Smoke is coming out. Also a nade, it looks like. It goes way off course. And there you go, Legolas puts some shots off, but Binvol doesn't care. He walks straight through, takes down Legolas. He's pushing up over towards the objective. Almost at the garage. He's at the garage. This could be a 5-3 for Big Red 1. The unit is completely and utterly unaware of this. Moxham is moving towards the objective, but he's on the wrong side to catch Binvol. This is going to be Cat 5-3. If Moxham doesn't come around this corner, he does come around the corner and saves it. How Binvol took so long on that cap is unbelievable. He should have really got that faster. Here comes Daniel. Looks like Lo Miyagi also has to get killed by Daniel. Another one also down. Looks like Nightmare Luna was down by Robbie. Who cashed that as there's so much going on just in a few seconds. That cap attempt was so whiffed that they could have pulled that off, but there just wasn't enough coordination. They could have applied a ton of pressure from the front while they let Binvol do the cap, but his sacrifice there. Robbie almost getting picked by the centre house, or small house rather. Sideways, his fire is relatively accurate. Daniel is going to be looking for any members on that objective. They might be able to catch Nick as he moves around there. Rather, that is not Nick, that is Moxham. Nick died with his valiant Makarov rush just earlier this round. Could in theory catch sideways, but it'll be a very tight angle. And it almost does get shot by the centre house. Spawn house, rather, I keep mixing them up for some reason. Might be a little bit dyslexic. If you have dyslexia, I'm sorry, I should not have said that. I feel bad. Sideways and Moxham are now twigged to Daniel's presence in the centre house. They're going to be waiting for any kind of peek from him, so best thing for him is probably just get out.
Hecke und einer ist wahrscheinlich rechts irgendwo.
German tactics coming out, unaware of what they actually are. Big advantage for Big Red 1 when so much of the league is focused on English, but Daniel is taken out by me sideways. It's all up to the remaining member of Big Red 1 now. Robbie's in a bad way. like me Cyber is going to be relatively conservative picking the angle for the best, considering they should probably know that this is just a 1v2. As long as they don't pick any dumb angles, they are relatively in the clear for taking this to a 3-4 rather. I'm curious as to what the second map is going to be. We know Cargo and also Downfall are banned, so I'm feeling maybe Bazaar or Quarantine. Although maybe they'll completely defy expectations and bring out like a Subway or a Tanker. That'd be unbelievable. Run away. Real damage. People have 30 HP. Guns do different amount of damage. I think most are around 11 or 12. So it takes 2 hits to down and 3 to kill. Depending on where you hit, there are multiple points to the body, upper chest, head, lower body, legs, etc. That is why sometimes people only go down and sometimes they are killed. The difference between the upper chest and the headshot is very apparent. Moxon might be able to take down sideways here, or rather Robbie, and he does, and that is going to be a clean 3-4. Looks like they smartened up for that final round. And Moxon, wow, you can't see that, but he is really shredding here, going 10-4 on this map. Moxon not slacking at all, taking the entire weight of his team. 10-4 is not something you see very often in the league play. Mostly teams are relatively balanced. They're going to be taking quite a while to decide this map, as there is no limitation now on how long it takes how long they have to decide on a map, unless it gets ridiculous and we have to get the league mods involved. But we can hop over to the war room now and just wait to see what they're going to be picking, and it looks like it is going to be Quarantine for the second map. Of course, the bans we know are